Polymorphism manifests itself in Java in the form of multiple methods having the same name. In some cases, multiple methods have the same name but different formula argument list. In other cases, multiple methods have the same name, same return type and same formula argument list. Polymorphism can be done in two ways: single polymorphism and multiple polymorphism. Single polymorphism is achieved by method overriding and multiple polymorphism is achieved when an abstract class uses another abstract class. The following example explains single polymorphism is achieved by method overriding. It demonstrating how classes that implement the principal interface simply write their current state to system.out. Instances of principal can be registered with the trace manager, which will invoke the trace method on each of these instances in trace or. The code works fine if you only want to trace your object to system.out. However, if you then wanted to trace these objects to a log file or a socket, you are in trouble.
Multiple polymorphism is achieved when an abstract class uses another abstract class. The following example shows how multiple polymorphism solves the problem introduced in previous example. An output device abstraction has been introduced for traceable object to write. With this design, any traceable object can write to any output device. Also, inside the implement's traceable class, the method string returns state of object. Inside the trace method, calling to string function. Then, inside the trace manager, trace all function iterates all traceable objects and invoke trace. Overloading uses overriding. It is not to confuse with overloading with overriding. Java allows us to have two or more method definitions in the same scope with the same name, provided that they have different format argument lists. More specifically, here overloading and overriding methods definitions. A valid overload difference in the number or type of these arguments. Differences in argument names are often significant. A different return type is not permitted, but is not sufficient by itself to distinguish an overloading method. Similarly, here is what we have to say about method overriding. A valid override has identical argument types and order, identical return type, and is not less accessible than the original method. The overriding method must not throw any check exceptions that were not declared for the original method. Some authors refer to method overriding as a form of compile-time polymorphism, as a distinction from runtime polymorphism, from fact that for each method invocation, the compiler determines which method will be executed, and this decision is made when the program is compiled.